Hey guys, Mitko here from DN Models. Today we are reviewing another kit from Miniart, kindly presented from the company themselves to me for review. And this is a model that we gonna prepare for the next show season in 2016. This is US Armored Bulldozer, kit number 35188 and 35th scale. And this is a derivative of their wonderful D7. The D7 had some troubles with the plastic. It was a perfectly engineered kit with a lot of details, engine, tracks, everything very nicely done. However, the plastic was problematic, and that's why the value of the kit actually dropped, and the molders didn't want it to buy the other options of the D7. However, Miniart changed their plastic supplier, and they are now producing a lot higher quality material, and they are using it for the new kits from the end of the summer of 2015. This is a kit which features the new material, and it has nicer qualities than their previous D7 without the cap and the dozer. And I'm gonna show you that there are another option, actually two more options for the bulldozer. What we have in front of us is 767 parts, of which 8 photo etched to clear plastic parts, and the regular plastic, the new material, is 757 parts. Let's gonna crack the box open. So beneath the instructions we have a very thick envelope with a lot of sprues. I'm gonna start with the instruction first, and then we'll get back to the sprues. There we have the instructions, which are made from luxury paper, very nice indeed, with the description of the sprues. We're gonna see those later. I want to mention that we have A, B, C, F, H, and other sprues, but those here are 8 of this, 2 of this, 4 of this, and 2, 2, and 2 of these, which means a lot of parts. The build is pretty much the same as the original D7. We have engine, very complex one, trust me on that one. However, with the new plastic material, I assume that there will be absolutely no trouble dealing with it, and every mid and experienced molder will be able to cope with it. The chassis, the building of everything, again, is pretty much the same. The seat is very nicely done, and I hope you have checked out the build of the D7 that I have made as a step-by-step video. It shows how many parts there are inside, because looking from here you are not able to comprehend the basic idea of the tractor. It seems like a lot of parts, but in reality there are even more than you can think of. This is different here. This is the cap. This is the armor bulldozer. I actually haven't seen a picture of this exact version of the bulldozer, and I am not that good with the research, so I hope that I'll find some in order to make it more realistic once built. The springs here are something very interesting. They're flexible, and they're as good as the real springs. Even with the old plastic that they used on the D7, they were great. They were amazing. Actually, those are the best springs that I've seen so far. As you can see, the skids that hold the tracks are very complex too. The idlers themselves are made from several parts each, which gives you an option to make a damaged vehicle or add, remove, or show parts of the skid or the suspension or whatever you decide. This is the Dozer Blade here. This is something new too. It is not featured in the original D7. However, there are other options with the D7. I'm going to show you shortly. Very complex too. No gluing, which means they're pretty much left to be movable. And this is it. The finishing parts, adding everything together, receiving that vehicle. This vehicle, it's US green, April 45, probably clearing Berlin. Ending instructions, we have a showcase of what they have to offer. This is the first D7 that I'm talking about. These are the other two. I will most likely get this one as well because I love this tractor. And this is the one we have. So there are 4 options. I can guarantee that this is with the new plastic. Probably this one will be re-released with the new plastic. I have no information from them so far, but you can ask them. Let's check out the sprues to see what the plastic looks like. The first thing that we're gonna show are the sprue of the tracks. We have a lot of those, and I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna show you the 2 sides of the story here. They are contained from small rods, left and right perpendicular parts, and the pads. And you gotta be very careful dealing with them because it's very easy to disrupt the geometry building those and make the perfectly workable track a problematic one. What I need to mention is that they are very close in appearance to the Stelnitz from Trumpeter. It has the same tracks or almost the same, but these are a bit more flexible. However, they're a bit more hard to be completed. What else we have here are the idler wheels. The idler wheels, we have 4 of those, are also a bit tedious job. However, with enough patience, nothing that can cause a lot of trouble. Next to sprues, I think those are the piston holders for the dozer, and we have wonderfully depicted springs. I'm not sure that these are flexible here, but the bigger ones are flexible, and I can guarantee you that. Everything is crisp and clean, no flash, or at least nothing visible and nothing harsh. So it seems perfect so far. These here are the bottom part, which sits beneath the engine, the belly of the tractor, and these here are attachment plates for the under the winch compartment, which holds the towing thing. I don't know what the name of that is. We have 2 of these, and here I'm not sure will I be able to show you, but these are very flexible. Unfortunately, they're attached, and I want to detach them. But the sprocket is visible, wonderfully done. No flash, no excess material. I don't see any pin marks. Everything is wonderful. Next sprue, we have the armor cap. What we have here, openings for the windows, side doors, everything is nice. We have some handles. These are most likely for driving the bulldozer itself. They're gonna be hidden beneath everything once it's closed. What we have here are winch parts. Those winches are different. I'm not sure, are those winches used to manipulate the dozer or for some other purposes, but they're two and they sit on the rear of the tractor. As you can see, the flash is outside of the sprue, not on the parts themselves. This is one long and thin sprue. We have some tubings here that passes through the whole engine and go inside the chassis, under the driver. Some thin parts, those here were very problematic on the previous model, and I mean very. This is sprue C, which is a huge one. We have corrugated floor plates. We have some drums here holding, I'm not sure what, some handles, some parts of the engine, very small, tiny, clear, hard to work with. Hopefully with new material every bit of a problem will be avoided. The sprue holds the dozer and parts which are attaching it to the body of the tractor. This is something new for this model. This is the front, probably armored cover of the radiator of the vehicle. I'm still not sure because, as I mentioned, the research that I did on the tractor is a bit of a poor job from my side, which I'm going to improve. Everything looks fine. We have molding marks. We have everything done very precisely. What we have next are the part of the skids. These hold the sprockets here. Very complex and very open for ill-minded modelers, in terms of every single modeler who wants to make it open with damages, showing parts inside and whatever fantasy. It's clear and open for you to work with. For me, this is the favorite part of the kit. It represents the engine, the hood of the engine, the seat, front radiator, rear side of the radiator, the fan, everything that you can think of inside of one engine. I'm pretty much sure that they showed every single piece of the outside of the engine. The belts, it's wonderfully depicted. If you leave it open like a damaged vehicle with an open engine, or if you just leave it as a standalone model, this is enough to create a wonderful piece of art. The decals, the photo etch, and the clear parts. The clear parts are actually for lights, and the decals are not that many either. And the tractor that I've showed you before is done with stencils, masks that I made for it, and we have small amount of photo etch parts. Pretty much the complications from additional parts stops here. However, the kit itself is enough complicated itself, only made from plastic, and you saw why. Last thing I'm going to be showing you are these 2x2 equal sprues holding parts for the winches and small additional handles. These are for the front windows. This concludes the contents of the box. So this is it, summarizing the Miniart 35188 armored bulldozer, a wonderful tractor suitable for heavy weathering in terms of being as a clearing vehicle in Berlin 1945. It saw a lot of action, and it can be done with open engine parts, with open skids, with damages, a lot to show. I don't know what the price is in your country, probably it's different in every country. However, you can find a link to Amazon down below in the descriptions if you want to buy that. Thanks to Miniart for providing the kit for review. I hope you enjoyed it. I highly recommend that again, and see you in the next one. Bye.